What's up, YouTube? Christo here, back for another video, kind of unexpected. I just finished my kind of sample video, and literally, as I said, this is my last one. I noticed out of the corner of my eye my entire set of Hermes samples that I didn't even mention. So I figured I would do a quick video because the likelihood of me if getting it done if I don't do it now is minimal. So figured I might as well do it because it is a line that I really would like to talk about. I've actually talked to Eugene a couple times about sitting down and doing an entire line overview. We both kind of got into this line at the same time. We both hadn't really been too interested or overly impressed with anything from the line before. We ended up getting some samples, which is kind of a funny story. We went in a couple times and just asked for samples, and they wouldn't give them to us. Like, they're just, oh, we're out, we're sorry. And then we had this spark of genius to go in after we've done our shopping at Guerlain or Holtz or Saks, because we'd usually go to Hermessence first. And we went in carrying all our bags, or he did at least the first time, and they gave him like a dozen 4 mil samples, which was kind of funny. Maybe they honestly didn't have samples before, but it was just funny, like the 2 or 3 times we asked before, just for like a single sample. They said they didn't have any, and then we went in with all our bags, and they were just like throwing them at us, but whatever. Who knows what the real story is. I'd not had much exposure to the Hermessence line before. I had tried a few, but wasn't particularly impressed by anything. Got my samples, and I've actually really fallen in love with a couple of them. So let's go through these quickly. There's a few I don't have, and I'll mention those at the end. Why I don't have them. Other than that, they're not really in any order. I'm going to do this one first because I didn't get an official sample. This is Vinnie Gallant. They didn't have samples of this, so they just let me make a decant up of it. I liked it more in the store, or at least on paper. Now that I've got a sample, it doesn't do much for me. It kind of smells like an unsweetened vanilla milkshake or something, as kind of weird as that sounds. It's just kind of very milky. Just slightly sweet. It doesn't do a lot for me, to be honest. I'm really not a vanilla kind of person, though. But yeah, I don't think after I finish this, I don't think I'll ever ask for another sample, unless something dramatic happens, but most likely not. Now, as well, I want to show these really nice little boxes that are specifically for the Hermessence fragrances. Nice, typical Hermes, orange and brown, nice little boxes. When they put in this kind of effort for their samples, it's going to be a pretty good line. I should say I do love the packaging and bottles for the Hermessence line as well. No, I'm just grabbing these at random, no specific order. This is Poivre Samarcande. This one I'd heard so much about. It comes up now and again as being kind of like a macho, manly Hermessence, kind of like the only one really that is, I would say, really masculine macho. It's okay. It doesn't overly do it for me. I don't find it to be particularly overly masculine or anything. It is kind of like a slightly sweet, dry, woody, peppery scent, which is okay, but it didn't blow me away, especially not for around $300 for 100 mil. This one is Brine de Reglis. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably not, though. This one, man, I do not like at all. It is like a combination of my two of my most hated notes, lavender and black licorice. It's so well made, but it is just not for me whatsoever. I cannot stand this stuff. Just not my thing. I can't say it's a disappointment because I wasn't expecting much from it anyways, but I do not like this at all. I would probably say it is by far my least favorite from the line as well. Next one is... Okay, this one is interesting. Vetiver Tonka. I'm really not into Tonka. I'm just not into sweet notes. This one gets talked up quite a lot, but it gets more talked up for the vetiver side, at least in the circles that I'm in. And I was quite mixed. I'm actually really into vetiver at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. I got this, I think, the second time I got samples, maybe the third time we got samples. They're just throwing them at us now because Eugene buys from the Hermessence line, so they're like throwing Hermessence samples at us, which is pretty cool now. They actually know us there. But yeah, I ended up really enjoying this a lot. My only problem, it does smell a lot like ISOE after about an hour. It's just like pure ISOE, which isn't a bad thing, but it's just kind of like when I'm paying that much for something, I don't want something. I think this is like 80% ISO, which is a very high percentage, and the stuff is basically like worthless. It's very, very cheap filler. But there's tons and tons, not just in this, but in a lot of Hermes fragrances as well. I like it. I wish it did a little bit more in the dry down, but the opening I think is really fantastic. It's kind of like a modern dandy scent, just kind of like a young, well-dressed, gentlemanly kind of thing. I like it, but unfortunately the dry down is just pure ISOE. Okay, so I said the Bryn was by far my least favorite. This one is, I would say, by far my favorite. This is Cuir d'Ange. I actually have a 15 mil atomizer that I got in a swap of it. I love this so much. I'm really into leather at the moment, and this is just a beautiful, minimal floral leather fragrance. I find this to wear very well in the heat. It's a little bit sour, but I love this. I think this is going to be like an all-seasoner for sure. I can't wait to wear this in the winter. I totally am in love with this, and I would say it is my favorite from the line. There's a few that are pretty close. I'll mention them a little bit later, though. But yeah, love Cuir d'Ange. Beautiful leather scent. Next one, what's this? This is an interesting one. I like this. It's grown on me. Paprika Brazil. What a weird name. Paprika, and a seemingly arbitrary place to have paprika from, but whatever. The first time I try, I was like, oh, I don't like that. It's really green and spicy. And I've worn it a couple times actually in like the really hot weather we've been having recently, and I really enjoy it. I find it quite quirky. It's very dry, very spicy. I like it. It is interesting. It does actually feel a bit like paprika powder, paprika spice, I guess, which is basically ground up dried peppers. Very interesting. I like this. I don't think I would splash out 300 for it, but I think I have 2, maybe even 3 4 mil sprayers of this, and I'm definitely going to wear this more. I like this. It's quirky. It's unique. It gets very little mention from the Hermessence line. This is another one. I wish this gave me better performance because this would probably be in my top 3. Santal Masoa. Beautiful, very beautiful, slightly sweet sandalwood fragrance. My only problem is I just can't smell it. After I put it on, after about 20 minutes, it just smells like I didn't even put anything on. I know it's there. It's just so minimal, but I love it. It's a beautiful, absolute work of art, this is. I just wish it projected a little more. It's just so fleeting, just seems to be gone after just a couple minutes. Really unfortunate because this is a beautiful scent. This is actually the first Hermessence I tried, and it really blew me away. Even way back when I was, not really into kind of minimal transparent stuff. What's this one? Oh, this is a nice surprise. A Peace Marine. The notes to me just sounded boring. The comparisons to Declaration, which I'm not hugely into. I ended up trying it, and actually, the first time I tried, I was like, meh, it's all right. And I've worn it a few times, and I'm really, really liking this a lot. Very cardamom heavy. I don't find it to be overly aquatic or marine like, but I still like it. Very dry spices again. Worn this. This is, I think, my second vial I have. I have one that I think I just finished. 4 mil as well. Yeah, I end up really enjoying this. I'd probably put this in my top 5. Really surprised that I ended up wearing this and just liking it more and more and more. Was never really interested in it. Actually, had to wait a couple times to get samples because they ran out of them. And Osmanth, Yunnan, this one's just kind of in the middle. This one's not really anything big to me. It kind of smells like a modern take on a classic women's floral. Osmanthus gives kind of a classic tea vibe to me. It's okay. It's just, to me, it doesn't really stand out. It's kind of right in the mid rankings. It's not bad, but it really doesn't impress me that much. Now, talking about the few that I don't have, 2 that I finished and I don't have more samples of, ironically, are the ones that I loved the most. The Rose Ikebana, which is amazing. The most beautiful citrus rose combo I have ever smelled. I'm madly in love with it. The opening kind of hour on it is just one of the best fresh openings I have ever smelled. It is amazing. Eugene even picked up a bottle himself. He's loving it as well. Amazing for summer. Really would like to get a full bottle. If not, at least get a couple samples next time I'm over. Another one that I really love is the Iris. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the second word, but again, it's really beautiful. Minimal floral. Find it kind of waxy and plasticky, which I get a lot from a lot of Iris fragrances. Again, I would totally pick up a bottle of it. I find it to be quite linear. I don't find it changes much, unlike Rose Ikebana, which I find develops quite a lot. The Iris, I think, is really beautiful, but doesn't really evolve or change too much, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. The Mugwe, I hope that's how it's pronounced, the Lily of the Valley scent. The first time we went in, I didn't get a sample of it. Eugene did, and then the next time we went back in, he was telling me how great it was, and they didn't have samples left. I didn't have enough vials to fill, so or decants to fill, I should say, atomizers. So I don't have one. I do like it so far, but I want to try it again. It got a lot of hate online. I don't know why. I don't think it to be that bad of a fragrance. Maybe just because it's so minimal, and perhaps poor longevity. I'm not really sure. And the only other one, as far as I can think, that I don't have is Ambre Nargile, however you want to say it. I used to own a bottle and I did not like it. It's just way too sweet for me. I've been out of sweet fragrances for a long time, and that one is just, it's too sweet. I really don't enjoy it. Totally not my cup of tea, but still very well made. You know, there's nothing I can say in terms of assembly for the Hermessence line that's bad. Everything is really, really solid. So yeah, there you go. There's my Hermessence samples, kind of overview as well. Let me know what you think of them, favorites, least favorites. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.